Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome to this particular adventure. Chapter 1. Introduction. The Dawn of a Conscious Revolution. In this introductory chapter, we set the stage for a transformative exploration of the future of human consciousness. We observe the burgeoning interest in consciousness expansion, fueled by advancements in science, technology, and ancient wisdom traditions. Drawing on current trends and emerging research, we outline the themes and topics to be explored in the subsequent chapters, highlighting the potential for personal and collective transformation in an era of uncertainty and possibility. 1.1. The Call for Transformation. The turbulent events of recent years, including global pandemics, social unrest, and environmental crises, have exposed deep-seated flaws and inequalities within our societies. These challenges have served as catalysts for a collective awakening, a realization that the status quo is no longer sustainable or desirable. Increasingly, people are questioning conventional norms and seeking alternative paths to fulfillment and well-being. The call for transformation extends beyond individual aspirations for success or happiness. It reflects a broader recognition of the interconnectedness of all life and the urgent need for systemic change. From grassroots movements advocating for social justice to global initiatives addressing natural disruptions, there is a growing sense of solidarity and shared responsibility for shaping a more equitable and sustainable future. 1.2. The Psychedelic Renaissance. At the forefront of the consciousness revolution is the resurgence of interest in psychedelics as powerful tools for healing, self-discovery, and spiritual exploration. After decades of prohibition and stigma, psychedelic substances such as psilocybin, MDMA, and ayahuasca are gaining recognition for their therapeutic potential in treating mental health disorders and facilitating profound transformative experiences. Groundbreaking research conducted at institutions such as Johns Hopkins University and Imperial College London has demonstrated the efficacy of psychedelic-assisted therapy in alleviating symptoms of depression, anxiety, PTSD, and addiction. These therapeutic interventions often involve guided sessions in which individuals undergo profound states of consciousness that can lead to insights, emotional catharsis, and lasting psychological healing. Furthermore, the psychedelic experience is increasingly being recognized as a catalyst for spiritual awakening and existential insight. Many individuals report profound mystical experiences characterized by a sense of unity, interconnectedness, and transcendence of ordinary perception. These experiences have the potential to catalyze profound shifts in worldview and identity, leading to greater compassion, empathy, and ecological awareness. 1.3. The Wisdom of Ancient Traditions. While modern science has shed light on the neurobiological mechanisms underlying altered states of consciousness, ancient wisdom traditions have long explored the depths of human consciousness through meditation, yoga, shamanic practices, and indigenous rituals. These time-honored traditions offer invaluable insights into the nature of mind, the interconnectedness of all life, and the cultivation of inner peace and wisdom. Meditation, in particular, has emerged as a powerful tool for enhancing self-awareness, reducing stress, and promoting emotional well-being. Practices such as mindfulness meditation, loving-kindness meditation, and transcendental meditation have been scientifically validated for their numerous psychological and physiological benefits. Moreover, contemplative practices rooted in non-dualistic philosophies, such as Advaita Vedanta and Zen Buddhism, offer profound insights into the nature of reality and the illusory nature of the ego. Similarly, indigenous wisdom traditions passed down through generations offer profound teachings on living in harmony with nature, honoring the interconnectedness of all life, and cultivating reverence for the earth. Shamanic practices such as plant medicine ceremonies and vision quests provide opportunities for individuals to commune with the natural world, access spiritual realms, and receive guidance from ancestral spirits. 1.4. The promise of technological innovation. In addition to ancient wisdom traditions and psychedelic therapies, technological innovation is playing an increasingly significant role in the exploration and enhancement of human consciousness. Advances in neuroscience, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and brain-computer interfaces are opening new frontiers in the understanding of consciousness and the augmentation of cognitive abilities. Neuroscientists are employing cutting-edge imaging techniques such as functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, and electroencephalography, EEG, to study brain activity during altered states of consciousness induced by psychedelics, meditation, and other practices. These studies offer valuable insights into the neural correlates of consciousness, the mechanisms underlying ego dissolution, and the therapeutic effects of psychedelic-assisted therapy. Furthermore, technologies such as virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, offer immersive environments for exploring altered states of consciousness, facilitating therapeutic interventions, and enhancing creativity and productivity. Virtual reality environments can simulate psychedelic experiences, meditation retreats, and transformative journeys, providing users with safe and controlled settings for consciousness exploration. Brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, hold promise for enhancing cognitive abilities, facilitating communication, and restoring function in individuals with neurological disorders. BCIs allow users to control external devices, such as computers or prosthetic limbs, using only their thoughts, opening up new possibilities for human-machine interaction and cognitive augmentation. However, alongside the promise of technological innovation come ethical considerations regarding privacy, autonomy, and the unintended consequences of technological interventions. As we harness the power of technology to explore and enhance consciousness, it is essential to remain mindful of the ethical implications and to ensure that these technologies are used for the benefit of humanity. 1.5. The urgency of planetary consciousness. Amidst growing ecological crises and existential threats, there is an urgent need for humanity to cultivate a deeper sense of planetary consciousness, a recognition of our interconnectedness with all life and our responsibility to steward the earth with care and reverence. Eco-consciousness encompasses not only environmental sustainability, but also social justice, ethical consumption, and holistic well-being. The ecological challenges facing humanity, including climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution, are symptoms of a deeper crisis, a crisis of consciousness that stems from our disconnection from nature and our failure to recognize the intrinsic value of all life. By cultivating a deeper sense of planetary consciousness, we can transcend the illusion of separation and embrace a more harmonious relationship with the Earth and all its inhabitants. Eco-consciousness involves reimagining our relationship with nature, shifting from a mindset of exploitation and domination to one of reverence and reciprocity. It requires adopting sustainable practices in our daily lives, advocating for environmental policies and regulations, and supporting initiatives that promote ecological restoration and conservation. Moreover, eco-consciousness encompasses social justice and equity, recognizing that environmental degradation disproportionately impacts marginalized communities and future generations. Addressing environmental injustice requires dismantling systems of oppression and fostering equitable access to resources, opportunities, and decision-making processes. In conclusion, the dawn of the consciousness revolution heralds a new era of possibility and transformation, a renaissance of human potential that encompasses scientific exploration, spiritual awakening, and social activism. By embracing the wisdom of ancient traditions, harnessing the promise of technological innovation, and cultivating a deeper sense of planetary consciousness, we can navigate the uncertainties of the future with courage, compassion, and creativity. Chapter 2: The Psychedelic Renaissance, exploring the potential of psychedelic therapies. The resurgence of interest in psychedelics marks a significant paradigm shift in the field of mental health and consciousness exploration. This chapter delves into the profound therapeutic potential of psychedelic substances, examining their history, mechanisms of action, and therapeutic applications in the treatment of mental health disorders. 2.1. A brief history of psychedelics. Psychedelic substances have been used by indigenous cultures for thousands of years in spiritual rituals, healing ceremonies, and rites of passage. From the peyote ceremonies of First Nation tribes to the ayahuasca rituals of local Amazonian cultures, psychedelics have played a central role in facilitating transcendent experiences and accessing altered states of consciousness. In the mid-20th century, psychedelics gained popularity in Western society as tools for psychotherapy, spiritual exploration, and creative inspiration. Pioneering researchers such as Albert Hofmann, Timothy Leary, and Stanislav Grof conducted groundbreaking studies on the therapeutic potential of psychedelics, leading to their widespread adoption in clinical settings. However, the widespread recreational use of psychedelics in the 1960s led to a backlash from authorities, resulting in strict legal restrictions and stigmatization of these substances. For decades, psychedelics remained relegated to the fringes of society, inaccessible to researchers and clinicians. 2.2. The revival of psychedelic research. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in psychedelic research, fueled by a growing recognition of their therapeutic potential and a shift in societal attitudes toward drug policy and mental health care. Rigorous scientific studies conducted at institutions such as Johns Hopkins University, Imperial College London, and the Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, MAPS, have demonstrated the efficacy of psychedelics in treating a range of mental health disorders, including depression, anxiety, PTSD, and addiction. One of the most promising psychedelic compounds is psilocybin, the psychoactive component found in magic mushrooms. Clinical trials have shown that psilocybin-assisted therapy can induce profound mystical experiences characterized by a sense of unity, transcendence, and ego dissolution. These experiences have been correlated with improvements in mood, cognition, and well-being, with long-lasting effects persisting months or even years after a single dose. Similarly, MDMA, commonly known as ecstasy or Molly, has shown remarkable efficacy in the treatment of PTSD and other trauma-related disorders. MDMA-assisted therapy facilitates deep emotional processing and enhances trust and empathy between the therapist and client, leading to significant reductions in symptoms of PTSD and improvements in quality of life. 2.3. Mechanisms of action. The therapeutic effects of psychedelics are thought to arise from their ability to modulate brain networks involved in cognition, emotion, and self-awareness. Psychedelics such as psilocybin and LSD exert their effects primarily through agonism of serotonin receptors, particularly the 5-HT2A receptor subtype. This activation leads to alterations in neural connectivity and neurotransmitter release, resulting in profound changes in consciousness. One of the hallmark effects of psychedelics is the dissolution of the ego, a temporary loss of the sense of self and identity, which can lead to feelings of unity, interconnectedness, and transcendence. This ego dissolution is often accompanied by changes in sensory perception, emotional processing, and cognitive function, facilitating deep introspection and psychological healing. Moreover, psychedelics have been shown to increase neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new connections, which may underlie their therapeutic effects. By disrupting rigid patterns of thought and behavior, psychedelics create opportunities for individuals to break free from maladaptive patterns and adopt more adaptive coping strategies. 2.4. Therapeutic applications. Psychedelic-assisted therapy typically involves a series of structured sessions in which individuals ingest a psychedelic substance under the guidance of trained therapists in a supportive setting. The therapeutic process combines the acute effects of the psychedelic experience with psychotherapeutic techniques such as talk therapy, mindfulness, and somatic experiencing. During a psychedelic session, individuals are encouraged to explore their inner experiences, emotions, and memories with openness and curiosity. Therapists provide guidance and support, helping individuals navigate challenging emotions and integrate insights gained from the experience into their daily lives. Research has shown that psychedelic-assisted therapy can produce rapid and sustained improvements in symptoms of depression, anxiety, PTSD, and addiction. Moreover, these therapeutic effects often endure long after the acute effects of the psychedelic have subsided, suggesting that psychedelics may induce enduring changes in brain function and behavior. 2.5. Future directions. As psychedelic research continues to advance, there is growing interest in exploring the potential applications of psychedelics beyond mental health therapy. Studies are underway to investigate the use of psychedelics in treating existential distress in patients with life-threatening illnesses, enhancing creativity and problem-solving abilities in healthy individuals, and deepening spiritual practices and mystical experiences. However, several challenges remain to be addressed, including legal and regulatory barriers, stigma and misinformation, and ethical considerations regarding safety and consent. Despite these challenges, the resurgence of interest in psychedelics represents a paradigm shift in our understanding of consciousness and mental health care, offering new hope and possibilities for healing, growth, and transformation.